First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second and inches, Winston. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carried out to the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
Is good.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Picked in the air, intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Let's get him.
So how about that? You draft him in the 1st round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Saints, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for that. But thank you, guys. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution? On the handoff, most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you've got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
Bengals 40-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30.
First and 10.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again, Winston on second and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a first and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
2nd and 5.
Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. The give to Taylor. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
The tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Zach Ball there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it. We know they're going to continue to be bold.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
A first down throw for Winston. Oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll start with a give to Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 7.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
At the 30-yard line.
Winston. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Winston. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Tackle made back at the 10-yard line.
On third down, Winston. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 10 yards out. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
What's good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jameis now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Winston now from the 50. Throwing left side, it's complete. There he goes, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints get a bit closer. And he puts it through.
Makes the score, Bengals 31. Saints.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marcus Williams. See, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing. Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep them up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2nd and 11. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Jameis to throw it. Looking deep downfield. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
For Deontay Harris, incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Let's take it inside his own 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
The kickoff for New Orleans.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is Harris. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening.
The ball is out. Kamara forward. And the Bengals grab it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 17 yards out. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back up there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To the air again with Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Saints have cut it back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
6
4.
yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Bengal first down.
They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
One play at a time. Here we go.
Take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because You have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. Big-time drive in that situation.
Back now here live in New Orleans. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Now back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Taylor.
The Saints 29-yard line.
Sheds off the tackle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Tackle made.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
At the 5-yard line.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. That catch good for only a couple.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
And 19.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. throw, but the catch is made. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. First down, Winston. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 15. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Lining up for the extra point.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. He's going to rifle one deep left side and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, Winston. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. This is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so he can work through some of the rough stuff.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
At the 10-yard line.
Third and long for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he will bring it back. pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.